It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a poorly written show. It's Supergirl. All right. Jokes aside, hello, I am Puppetine. I am here from the Geeky Puppet Show on the Geeky Puppet Show with Froggy. Come on out of the darkness, Froggy.
I don't want to. It's kind of scary out there.
Come on, you can do it.
All the bad puns.
It's okay. It's okay. Come on.
I guess I hop on then.
Now I'm going to go.
Yay! Hello, welcome back to review of the Supergirl with the frog. That
with
comic book
Puppetine
frog
as well. Yes. We are finishing up. There are 4 episodes left after this one, but let's go ahead and address what happened in this one. Warning, there might be a little rant later on.
Oh, are you going on a different channel and start yelling at people?
No, not on a different channel. This channel.
Oh, this channel? Well, then I hop off.
Oh, well, don't worry. We're going to address the plot of this episode first, okay?
Is the plot naked?
No. That's a different kind of plot.
Oh, okay, yeah. No.
But no, I'm talking about the
definitely,
real plot.
The plot's naked, put a dress on it.
No, you can watch that plot later. We're talking about the real plot.
There's more than one plot?
Yeah, yes, don't you know? But
is this the multiverse plot?
No.
The multi-plot.
No, they destroyed the multiverse.
Oh, so now we're down to the single plot. I'm confused. There's too many plots. They built it and they tore it down. Now there's no more plots. Just like this show.
This episode
is brought to you by the letters F. Actually, no, the letters WTF. Yes. That's right. You're getting 3 letters today.
Yes.
Fancy. And the number is 911 because if you watch this episode.
Anyway,
my best joke ever, and we have nobody watching.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Hopefully, in the
I will get all the hate mail today.
Okay, me too. But getting into this episode, let's go ahead and address it. Speaking of dresses, Dreamer. Dreamer is the main plot of this episode. Why? Because she is trying to find the dream totem.
I thought it's because she can do the fancy, Ghostbuster protective powers.
Yeah.
Across the streams.
Mm-hmm. She's able to cross the stream. Anyway,
that's another subject, right?
Getting into it.
Do we have to? I want to get out of it.
No, we have to go through it. In this episode, what has happened? What hath happened? They say.
What has happened is at the end is something I called because
but that's later.
Is it? It just feels like yesterday.
Froggy, you're distracting me. It's okay. But
I got EDD. Leave me alone.
What?
Candy?
Ed? You've got Ed?
Who's Ed?
You said you have EDD.
ADD. Apparently you need hearing aids.
Well, you know what? These ears are kind of
While we're at it, eat at Joe's.
Eat at Moe's? I thought Moe's was a bar.
Maybe it's not being deaf. Maybe you just drink a lot.
Anyway.
That explains how you got through the episode.
Back to the review. What happened?
All right, so basically Kara is having identity crisis. She wants to do everything, but she can't do it all at once because in order to save this dreamer monster, the nightmare monster that escaped from the dream world portal that was caused by Nixley, because Nixley was able to travel into the dream world to get the totem. She let out a monster and it started wreaking havoc. The governor starts freaking out, and they put a giant dome over the city. People are trying to get out, but Kara is more interested in well, don't worry, I'm not gonna go do a stupid speech. I have to go do an interview with these foreign leaders.
Yes. So
and Catgirl, the lady Catgirl, basically yells at her and says, Kara, you have a job to do, but I usually ignore it for plot reasons. but you have to do your job, otherwise, we have to let you go.
So, well, you know what? We're going to finish that plot line first. Ultimately,
There's only one.
Ultimately, though she wants to do this interview, it's her idea anyway.
Yeah, it was.
He ends up missing it to fight the nightmare monster, and they get it back into the dream portal. But at the end, Kara goes to her boss at Catco, and her boss says, "I rescheduled it. Come tomorrow. Don't be late." And that's when Kara says, "No, I've given all my information and ongoing articles to other reporters, and I quit."
Which is probably the best thing because the show's ending.
Yeah.
So, I mean, well, the other thing is that too, she even talked to her sister Alex, and anyway, and she said, ever since I got back to the Phantom Zone, I just feel like I'm one step behind everything. Ooh, Flash! Sorry,
no,
I
the
get
Flash
distracted.
comes back in a couple weeks.
Oh, that was what was that then? Oh my gosh, lightning! Ah!
Are you okay, Froggy? Is it storming in the swamp?
Either that, somebody had chilies.
Not me.
No, not me either. Anyway, getting back to the plot. So she's telling Alex, I just feel like I'm just overwhelmed. I can't do everything at once, It's just I don't have enough time. And then she'll, I guess I forgot. I think Alex pretty much told her to take a relax, do all this, and then go do your interview. Focus on that. And then Alex nags her through this, like, Kara, what are you doing here? You have an hour to do your interview. And I'm thinking Kara's gonna go Red Lantern soon. It'll head to the comic.
Only if they had the gall to put that much thought in their plot.
No, but yeah. So the other thing is as Supergirl, she talks to. Well, actually, no. After she misses the interview, before she quits, she talked to William, and William kind of gave advice. He's like, "Well, is that what you want? Basically, Kara, you can do this, but deep down, what do you really want to do?" And that's why she quit, because she listened to William.
Yep. Maybe William's just trying to get her job. No.
Maybe.
I'm kidding.
I don't know.
Let's go into. Sorry, I just saw the comment from Evil Black Cat. Hello to you. Going into the Dreamer plot.
I just want to say real quickly, you should hide your chat just like you hide your memories from the show. You'll be safer.
Well, I mean, he Evil Black Cat didn't actually say the word, so it's okay. You can.
Are you sure?
Yes, it says it right there.
You are deaf. Do you have your hearing aids in?
Well, I'm deaf, but I'm not blind. That's why I wear glasses.
Oh, I thought it's because you're like Super Lex, so you have to hide your identity.
No. Trust me,
Because I thought you were Lex Luthor wearing glasses.
Oh, I didn't know. Maybe I am. Let's see. No. Getting back to it, talking about Dreamer, because she ends up going to seek information that she needs to get into the dream world and get the dream totem. She ends up going to where her sister is. Her sister had a fight with her dad after she said what she said to Dreamer about her not being a real woman, so she shouldn't have the powers, even though that is biologically correct. But not getting into that.
This is the argument that happened like 3 or 4 seasons ago.
Last season. Or 2 seasons.
No, it was when Dreamer finally, it was not last season, it was the season before.
Season 4.
Yeah.
And apparently it got so bad that her sister changed her name, cut off everybody in her life, and just moved away. But Mia goes ahead and brings up the fact that she needs information. She needs stuff. She needs to know what she's doing to get the dream totem. So it leads to where Mia takes her sister into the dream world, and they go through this maze of spires while Nixley is also in there listening to her suit that has.
And I gotta say, when she fixed her suit at the beginning of the episode, it started talking to her in her voice, almost like it's an AI based off her voice. And I really called out who this is. We'll reveal later shortly who created this suit for her and stuff, and give her is helping her. But it's for the writing, it's very obvious. Because you look at the suit. Who else
Yeah.
has a suit like that?
Yeah.
Even the guy who pretended to be Lex Luthor on the Superman and Lois show had a suit similar to that.
Yeah, you're right. But getting to the dream world, what happens is they ultimately find the dream totem. But her sister, after they've had these long moments of bonding, talking about what their mom did or didn't teach, they find it, and her sister tries to grab it. But because she's not pure of heart, she cannot have it because she wanted to get the dream totem to have the powers for herself.
But before they even got the totem, do you want to talk about the CG and how they in order they were where they were, her sister's necklace glowed, and they found this tree and stuff. And then they decided, let's go up above everything. It's like going above a labyrinth. That's like I was like, this is like a horrible labyrinth thing. And look for the white, like all the living spirits. Look for the tallest tower. Well, I don't see anything. Look over there. It's glowing gold, just like my necklace. I'm like, this is like really bad CG. I felt like I was watching a really low budget, like a Nickelodeon movie.
I don't know. Some of those Nickelodeon movies actually have effort in them. But getting to what happens, because she's not pure of heart and just wants the powers for herself, because she is the rightful the rightful child who's supposed to have those powers. We see Nixley, and she comes up, she takes it, and she escapes. She tried to do a fight, but in the dream realm, well, you know who's more powerful.
Oh, Dreamer, yeah, well, she's losing, but then her sister gives her, here, have this charm. Maybe it'll give you extra boosts. And then her blue, and she had blue and gold, and almost looked like a freaking, proton stream going back towards against Nixley's armor blast, and then overloaded it and, caused her damage to Nixley's suit. But the suit said, grab the totem. So they quickly grab the totem, they get out of there. So she does a little teleportation thing, goes through the ground. At the end of this, so I want to say, we see her, the suit's damaged now. She's trying to fix it and stuff. She's like, oh, I wish I had my magic. And the suit says, put the totem in my hand. And we'll be all fine. And what happened? Puppetine?
Well, it's put into the hand. Nixley trusts it. And from that, who emerges but Lex Luthor?
Yep. Holding the glove and holding the totem.
Yep. And apparently, he is her secret admirer. And in the next episode, it seems that he claims that he's in love with her.
Wouldn't it be funny if it actually wasn't Lex at all? It's just a ruse. It's actually Mr. Mistblizik.
Mr. Mitsspitalik. I don't think it is. But
I'm just saying that would be the better writing.
Maybe. But this is where here's my warning. I'm going to rant because the argument that Dreamer has with her sister, she says how that it's not her fault that her sister trained all her lives, assuming she had powers that she had no right to assume she would have, even though she had every right.
And I agree because it passes down through genetics and the XY chromosome. So it's just weird that the fact, I guess this is Al Fantasy, so they're going to say it passed through the XY chromosome.
They are saying that it doesn't.
And I don't want to get too political in this.
I don't want to get too political either. I don't. But there is a simple scientific fact that you cannot ignore, and that is the fact that Nia Nal wasn't born a woman. She wasn't. She chose to be a woman later on.
I'm not touching that with a 10-foot stick.
Go ahead and don't touch it. But
no, your argument. I'm just saying.
My point is, it's not a conversation of real woman or not. The fact is that her sister, who was born a woman, was supposed to inherit the powers.
And isn't she also older?
Sibling.
Yeah, she's old. It should no matter what. Even if there's a younger, if she was born a woman, who cares? the oldest sibling should be get the powers, but the fact you skipped the oldest sibling to go to Dreamer, she'd be getting then became Dreamer.
Yep. So
I understand. I'd be pissed too.
Yeah, no. Dreamer says, "I don't care if you think I'm a real woman or not," but I mean, it does seem like she cares if she's yelling at her like that.
The thing is, like, this argument shouldn't even be had.
No,
her sister should be more understanding, and I mean, you understand it has been how many freaking seasons, or maybe it's been 2 years. I don't know how long seasons are in the show. How many years go by? I assume just 1 year every season. And her sister cutting her off from her family and all that stuff, that is just angry stuff, trying to start over. She obviously has her own issues to go with, and if she's doing therapy for other people, was she a therapist, or was she just
no, she's working out of a college, so okay. I guess she's a teacher. But my point with it is, understanding or not, acting like that. Her putting her life, her passion towards something she was supposed to have through science. I mean, Neonal has the right to be offended by with what she said before, but the fact that she says that she had no right to expect to have these powers, it's just wrong. It's just.
I agree with that part, but I'm just saying. Everything else, yeah, it is kind of weird writing. It is catering to Dreamer, the actress, because any other scenario, another show, they probably would have done different. The differently would have been like the older sibling gets the powers, but even if it skipped the sibling, it'd be like, well, then explain to me, does she have some genetic trait? Say that she's adopted. Say that she's not really the older sister. She's always adopted. She's not blood. That would make more sense for everybody. But anyway, that has nothing to do with the plot of anything. That was just, they're doing a rant and you're doing a rant. Finished. Yes.
They did not collect the totem, but it seems they are able to patch things up at the end, and she gives her sister a second chance. Doesn't forgive her, but gives her a second chance.
Do you know what would have been the episode much better if Dreamer would have been like, dream on, dream on.
Oh, God, no. Anyway, let's go ahead and get the ticker up. We are done here. We do not care for the show. I'm going to be honest. I don't care for this show. I
mean...
We're going to finish it. 4 episodes left. 4 episodes
There's a lot of bad in the show, but sometimes there's some good, too. I mean, I'm not going to rain on anybody's parade. You want to like this show? That's cool. I'm also not going to say it's a horrible show or it's the best show ever. It's an average show. I mean, I've seen better shows, honestly, but everyone has different tastes. I mean,
anyway, thank you so much for joining us. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you didn't, go ahead and tell us why. Also, if you did, tell us why. Any comments? How was your day? Do you have a fine relationship with your siblings? Do you have siblings? Let us know in the comments below. Also, please like and subscribe.
And I just want to quickly say before we leave, my favorite part was the whole thing with Dreamer doing the energy blasting, because that was kind of cool. I like when she uses her powers, because that's actually cool. I mean, Supergirl can just do super speed flying stuff, and after a while, it's boring. Mm-hmm. But every time they show Dreamer is like rare opportunity, because they really don't show her using her powers. And also, like Brainy, the blonde hair does not work.
Yeah. The blonde and the green. I liked Brainy looking like he's supposed to.
If he's gonna have blonde hair, he's gonna have a mullet. Give him an 80s mullet with that flannel.
Also, check out the Ko-Fi. We have the long Halloween premiering every day up until the day of Halloween. We have the last one then. We also ask you to check out the Ko-Fi because comics cost money. So if you like the comic book readings, well, please try to support that. Also, one last thing to mention, we are about to go live with Stargirl in about 10 minutes, so join us then, or there, because we love that show and we're ready to talk about it. But until then, for Froggy and myself, we want to thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time. But until then,
eat at
Joe's! Drink at Moe's.
Eat at Joe's.